Now, Stormwatch 12 weather with meteorologist Oliver Smith.
Well, after some fog in Medford earlier this morning, we had a lot of sunshine. It was actually a pretty nice day, although temperatures were a little bit on the cool side, but you can see a lot of clouds offshore. They'll be moving from the west towards the east. So for tonight, we'll be looking at clouds on the increase. But in terms of temperatures, they'll be fairly close to what we saw last night. A lot of moisture well out into the Pacific Ocean, and all this is going to be aimed at the northwest, and that's going to be changing our weather in the next couple of days. But current temperatures right now, teens and 20s east of the Cascades, a degree above freezing in Medford, 30 right now in Montague, 43 in Gold Beach. Temperatures for tonight dropping a little bit more. We're forecasting 30 in Medford. We already have some freezing fog in Grants Pass, expecting 29 for tonight. Teens and low 20s east side, so very cold east of the Cascades, and mid 20s towards Wairika and Montague. Now, Christmas Eve forecast, we're going to be looking at temperatures warmer. We're going to see a lot more cloud cover throughout the region. In fact, Medford, Grants Pass, a slight chance of seeing a little bit of rain for tomorrow. We'll get into that in a little bit. Brookings, a better chance of seeing some rain, although still not significant rain. Christmas Day, even more cloud cover throughout the region. Temperatures climbing even more. In fact, we're going to be into the mid 40s east of the Cascades, approaching 50 down to our south, and looking at 53 in Medford. So very mild temperatures with some rain in the region. So we'll get into all of that here with our futurecast. So you can see with our system approaching that we were just looking at, we'll see a little bit of some rain as we get towards early morning. It's going to struggle to produce rain as we go east the Cascades and into the Rogue Valley tomorrow. So there's a slight chance of seeing just a little bit of rain for tomorrow. Now, once we go through Christmas Eve night, we'll see most of the rain is actually up to our north. And this is actually going to be a warm front producing some rain up to our north, but we'll also see that activity here as well. But we're not really going to see a significant rain until we get towards Christmas. Now, Santa Claus, of course, is going to be flying throughout the air, and he's going to be encountering a little bit of some rain, but not really as much. He'll have to deal with a lot more problems up to our north. But we're going to have light amounts of rain throughout the next couple of days, and then once we get towards Christmas Day night, that's when we're going to really start to see the rain, especially along the Oregon coast. The Oregon coast could be looking at half an inch of rain on Christmas Day, but here east of the Coast Range, we're not really going to see a whole lot. And here's another warm front moving through the region. Doesn't do a whole lot for us either, except for the Oregon coast. So Oregon coast is going to get hammered with rain, while most of the rest of us aren't going to see a whole lot of rain for the next couple of days. There's going to be a lot of waves way out in the Pacific Ocean. These will all be crashing into the Oregon coastline for the next several days, kind of like that high surf advisory that I was talking about. And you can see it's just going to continue and continue all the way through Thursday, may even be extended to Friday as well. So here's our first Clipper system moving up to our north for tomorrow. We get through Monday, another system moves through, and then we're just going to have an atmospheric river, that big plume of clouds just aimed right at us. But then we get some pretty good development Tuesday night and to Wednesday, still looking at pretty windy conditions throughout the entire region. That pushes off towards the east. We have another system by the end of the week, although this one looks a lot weaker. This may just provide some showers, but nothing really significant, at least at this time. Now, in terms of forecast rainfall amounts for Sunday, you can see very light amounts, maybe 1/10 of an inch or so along the Oregon coast. But once we get towards Monday for Christmas Day, you can see heavier rain starting to show up along the Oregon coast. But once we get inland, still not significant rain at all. But that significant rain will start to show up once we get towards Wednesday with that storm approaching the region. So the wind gusts, we're going to be looking at strong gusty winds. We could be looking at 40 to 50 miles an hour throughout a large portion of the area on Wednesday. So here's your 7-day forecast for the Oregon coast. Temperatures into the 50s, getting to 60 degrees for Tuesday, and then temperatures cooling just a little bit by the end of the week. For Northern California, your best chance of rain will be on Wednesday, but temperatures kind of cool for tomorrow, only looking at 44 degrees. For the Klamath Basin, 40s and 50s. For the most part, we'll be looking at rain, but we could be seeing a little bit of some snow finally showing up by the end of next week. Cascades, initially this will be mostly rain, although we could see a little bit of some snow early on for tomorrow. But once we get towards the end of the week, a lot more snow is likely. And for the Rogue Valley, temperatures getting pretty mild Tuesday, 56 degrees.